I had a friend, like a high school friend, that like dabbled in it after we like graduated from school. And when I was like 18, I did like we had like Model Mayhem back then. And like one of the things that you could do was like nude shoots. I did a bunch of those when I was like 18, 19. So it was never something that was like taboo or weird to me, I guess.
Were you always comfortable with nudity and sex? Was your family always kind of comfortable? Like, did you talk as a kid a lot about sex, or?
No, I don't really know where it came from. I grew up pretty normal. I like did you can see boobs on HBO or whatever, the squiggly things, and sometimes it would come clear and,
Squiggly things are called vaginas.
I never had a problem with it. I think that's just like a part of who I am. I remember I got in a fight with my mom one time because I walked around the house in a bra and panties, and she was like, "That's inappropriate." She was like, "You can't walk around the house like that in front of your brother and your dad." And I was like, "Why? Like it's the same amount of fabric as a swimsuit." And she's like, "You have to go change, like right now." So I went and I put on a swimsuit, walked around the house that way. I was like, how is this different? I don't get it. It was like one of the weird fights that we had, but like it was just one of those things that just never was weird to me, I guess.
So they were as uptight as any parent.
Any normal parent, yeah.
About sex.
Yeah.
So you go to this rooftop party, you meet somebody, and she's like, "Hey, come into porn."
Kind of. Looking back now, I realized that she was just trying to get the signing fee from her agency.
What do you mean?
As a girl with an agency, if you bring them somebody to sign with the agency, you get a signing bonus. Like they'll give you $500 after that person's like next 3 scenes. So like
a finder's fee.
Yes, finder's fee. That's what it's called.
For your agent to find another porn performer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if they still do that, but that was definitely a thing years ago.
Does that seem weird, or does that seem? I can't. It's like you're selling another human being.
It's a little weird, but also not that weird because it's kind of like I did it one time and I wasn't like forcing anybody. It was just like she just like asked me, like, "Oh, I want to get into it. What should I do?" I was like, "You should sign with an agency." That's what I did. She was like, "Can you hook me up with your agency?" And I was like, "Yes." And then she did a few scenes and they gave me a finder's fee. But it wasn't like this girl was definitely like, "Yeah, you should, come
She
to my
talked you
agency."
into porn.
I think she got lucky with me.
Okay.
She didn't talk to me, but she
got lucky with you.
No. She's not my type. It was like a pool party, and she was definitely like willing to like sit there and answer all of my questions. So what hooked me was I was in a long-term relationship with a guy at the time, and she was telling me that like I think I asked her, I can't remember exactly, it was a long time ago, but basically I found out that if you're a porn actress or actor, you don't have to do all the things. Like I was like, "Oh, this is a porn person. They're doing gangbangs, they're doing anal, they're doing all the stuff." And she's like, "Nah, you can just like do solo videos and that's fine.
You could just do gangbangs."
You could just do gangbangs, yes. If that's your thing, you can pick the thing and just do that thing. So I was like, "Oh, okay. So like I can just have sex with girls and that's fine." She's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Cool, sign me up."
I'm going to ask a question. I don't know if it's inappropriate or not. So you don't have to answer if you don't want. But when you were with your agent, did they ever try and pressure you into, or did anybody ever try and pressure you into doing, name something that was on the things you didn't do list. Like,
I've never done anal.
Okay, so never done anal. Did anybody ever try and pressure you? Because I guess it's notorious that you make more if you do some of those things.
Yeah. I think it was a little bit different back then because this was back when like I managed to do, I only did girl for like a year and a half. So that when I started to do boy-girl, my fee was a lot higher because everybody was like, "Oh, she's doing boy-girl now. Yes, we'll pay that exorbitant fee for her." And then that was sort of like a thing that happened was that like you progress, and it's like, okay, well now she's doing anal, we'll pay her $7,000 for her first anal scene kind of thing, and then your first like few you get more and more and more. So now it's a little bit different where people come in and they're just like doing everything, just because I think it's gotten a lot more saturated now. But I don't remember agencies ever really like pressuring me at all. They were very cool about, you know, my decisions.
So, all in all, good porn experiences.
Mm-hmm. I've had pretty good porn experiences so far. I think the only like horror stories I have are like long days on set, or you know, it's other people doing weird things, but I've never really had too many problems with like directors being shady, or like, I think maybe I just got lucky because I've heard some really terrible stories, or I don't know.
Can I ask you what weird stuff people have done?
There was one time where I was like, we were waiting to shoot and we're like, where's the fucking director? He was upstairs fucking the girl I was supposed to be fucking. So weird stuff like that where I'm just like, okay.
What do you feel when you're waiting for that? You know, especially when you have to work with something.
Yeah. It's a little weird, but I don't like, I mean, you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. Like, I know that like it'd be nice if everybody was like super professional, but I also knew that I was in a field that isn't exactly known for being professional. So like, I don't know. I'm kind of chill, so I was just like, cool, I'm gonna play video games on my phone until you guys are done, and then make sure that you clean. Lots of cleaning. And then we'll go. It's fine.
So, you've been in a while, you've had positive experiences, you've had a couple negative experiences. Where would you like to go next in porn?
I don't know. I honestly, it's so funny. The years went by real fast. And I remember in early days when people would do like interviews like this, and I'd be like, where do you see yourself in like 10 years? Or what are you going to do after porn? And my brain was just kind of like, I don't know, I'll see when I get there. And now that I'm kind of here, I'm like, I still don't know. I remember kind of everybody being like, oh, you know, are you just gonna like stay in porn? Are you gonna write and direct? And I was like, I don't know. It's not something I ever really like thought I would be doing. But now that I've been doing it, I love it. So that's been kind of fun. And I hope I get to keep doing that and just making fun stuff.
Well, thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thanks for wanting to talk to me.
You're welcome.
Hope it didn't suck.